My name is Catriona Burnett. I am the Townscape Heritage Project Coordinator and I work for New Lanark Trust. The Townscape Heritage project is actually a Townscape Heritage and Conservation Area Regeneration Scheme project. So this is the Townscape Heritage element is funded by Heritage Lottery Fund, and Conservation Area Regeneration Scheme cut down to cars is the funding element from Historic Environment Scotland. There are other funders to the project, the Wilson Foundation and South Lanarkshire Council, as well as the Trust themselves. Overall, it's a £4.3 million project. The main focus was on Phase 1 of this 4-year project, which was the renovation of Double Row, which had been derelict for over 40 years. That was restored a couple of years ago. We are now selling off 7 of the townhouses as shell properties. One of the tenements is being conserved, consolidated and conserved. It's called the Museum Stair. It's essentially a tenement building that's been untouched since the 1970s. There's wallpaper going back to the late 1800s. The second phase of the project was Mantilla Row, which was a tenement actually demolished in 1988 because it was unsafe. The ethos of New Lanark is to conserve and restore where it can, but unfortunately the building had got to such a state that it had to be demolished. Phase 2B, the repairs to the church wall was undertaken. It was basically taking down the wall and rebuilding it, obviously with like-for-like stone where need be. The next phase, Phase 3, is Caithness Row. This is the phase of works that we're going to be looking at today. Basically, it's an overhaul of the whole of the tenement building. Primarily is the stonework, which, due to methods of repair previously, concrete mortar had been used, which has had an effect on the stonework. So line pointing should have been used, which we now know when it was done in the 60s. This was the understanding of techniques and methods have moved on since then.